down and start talking about, the effects of young kids, and at this point, we're talking 10 to 12-year-olds, the effects of throwing curveballs on young men's arms. And he had pages and pages of studies done by Dr. Andrews and others that said that basically don't do this to your arm until you shave on a regular basis, which is saying that your muscles have developed to a point where you're old enough to do this. He literally had a parent come up to him after he made this statement, and he talked for an hour. And he had a parent come up and go, I believe everything you said, but you don't know what it takes to win. And he just looked at him, smiled, and said, if that's the mentality, I mean, here's a guy he pitched for the Boston Red Sox. He's been in baseball his entire career, got named to Tommy Lasorda and Davey Johnson's coaching staff, and he has a parent of a 10-year-old telling him he doesn't know what it takes to win. And those are the parents you're never going to reach.
That's incredible. I mean, I grew up with a kid, his family, big baseball family up where I'm from in New York. I grew up with a kid, his nephew just got drafted last year in the 10th round by the Braves because the scout and one of the kids from your program.
Tyler Toole.
Yeah, we had Tyler.
Right.
Well, Tyler's playing with him.
Right.
Tyler played with him last year in the rookie league.
Right.
Well, and when I brought up the kid's name, he looked at me like, "How do you know who he is?" Well, I came from the same town. I went to school with his father and his uncle.
Right.
Well, this kid's uncle was the best baseball player I've ever seen in my entire life. Only problem is, he started throwing curveballs when he was 9 years old. And he had the best curveball I ever saw. I mean, I played Little League against him.
At 9 years old, it doesn't take much.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it breaks at all, I mean, it dropped off the shelf. It was an Uncle Charlie, as they used to call Dwight Gooden's curveball. At the Little League level, it was an Uncle Charlie. Well, he was throwing curveballs 9 through 12 years old. He was the best baseball player. When he didn't pitch, he played shortstop. He switch hit. In a game against my Little League team when I was 10 and he was 12, he hit 5 home runs against us. He hit 4 home runs right-handed and got up, the 5th time he got up and hit a home run left-handed and hit it across the street. Well, guess what? By the time he was 15 years old and he was a sophomore in high school and playing in Babe Ruth, he blew his arm out and never pitched again. Couldn't play shortstop anymore, had to play second base, and probably ruined what would have been a pro career.
Right, and that's the thing that these parents, everybody thinks that it's as a 10-year-old, 12-year-old, you're going to have an opportunity to go and play, quote unquote, at the next level. Statistically speaking, and I don't know what it is for basketball or football or whatever, but for baseball, it's 1 in a million chance that you'll ever make it to that level.
Right, exactly.
And the advice that I give, like I said, I'm very fortunate. My son's playing collegiate baseball. My daughter's playing collegiate lacrosse. And the advice I give parents is enjoy Little League. And when they advance from Little League, enjoy high school.
Yep.
And if they're good enough, enjoy college. I mean, enjoy kids grow up. So quickly, enjoy the moment, and then if the next moment happens, enjoy that moment.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
But it's really a shame to see the push that parents give to young, and I'm all for pushing kids to a point, but not to a point where they're playing 90 games in the summer. Let them be 12 years old.
Three travel leagues, Legion, and a rec league. There was actually a girl. My daughter played in the fall league, played softball in the rec league here in Mara, right? So she played in the Mara league. There was a girl who played. She was playing 3 travel leagues and the Mara rec league. And the funny thing about it is, I'll give you a good story. She was a pitcher, right? And we watched her warm up in the bullpen, and I'm like, oh my God, you guys aren't even going to make contact today. And I was talking to the coach just before the game started. He goes, oh, don't worry about it. He goes, I don't pitch her. And he told me, that's how I know that she played. Now, she plays in 3 travel leagues. She plays here because these girls are all her friends. So he says, I play her out in right field.
And she probably has more fun playing with her friends.
Yeah, well, guess what? The game was 9-1. My daughter's team was losing. In the 5th inning, my daughter's team ties the game 9-9. Who comes in the game to pitch? Yeah. Oh, your right fielder who never pitches.
Who never pitches.
Yeah. She comes in throwing flames. And again, I'll give my daughter props. In the 2 innings that this girl pitched, the only person who made contact was my daughter who doubled the right center.
Good for her. That's a great story.
I'll tell you, man, it was fun. I love the kids. I could talk. Stu, me and you can hang out and talk sports for like 2 weeks without sleep.
It's a passion. I mean, baseball is a passion. So the day I can't talk about baseball is the day I won't be around anymore.
It. That's the day they put you under the dirt.
That's right.
But Stu, I appreciate you coming. Real quick, because I gotta get another guest on, but real quick, we were gonna talk about your golf tournament, so you're gonna have to come back. April 12th.
April 12th, we're doing a fundraising event. I believe it's going to be played at Old Sycamore.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You can get on our Mid-Hill American Legion website. The information is there, and we'd love to have as many. We had a great one this past fall, and again, all the money goes towards helping us grow the program and the VFW.
And the thing about it is the expenses are high. So I mean, what the people need to realize is that you guys play a lot of games in a short period of time, and it costs a lot of money to do it. I mean, equipment-wise, umpires, everything else you got to pay.
It's not like the coaches get paid, so we put everything we get right back into the program.
Not like Coach Cook, who gets paid to coach at a high school.
That's right.
You guys don't get paid, so
I'm still trying to be his assistant. So maybe one day I'll grow up and be with the big boys.
I'm hoping maybe I can just come hit some bungos or something if he'll throw me like $5 or $10 a week. I mean, I'd be good with that.
Well, listen, I really appreciate you guys having me on.
It's fun. It's fun. Wait a second. Real quick before we go to Dan with the break. Super Bowl pick.
I'm going to have to go with the Ravens only because Joe Flacco was a blue hen. And we're going to test your, see if you know
Delaware
the blue
Blue Hens.
That's right.
Delaware Blue Hens.
I grew up, my youth, I went to just about every Blue Hen game that was played, so
Delaware Blue Hens with the copycat Michigan helmets.
Do you know the story behind that?
See, you didn't think I was going to know that.
The athletic director that came over from Delaware actually played at Michigan and got the rights to copy their helmets.
Is that how that happened?
That's right.
I saw Flacco when he was in college, and I saw the helmets, and I said, wait a second, what are they, all Michigan?
I believe the athletic director's name was Dave Nelson, but he played at Michigan.
Wow.
This is back in the 50s, I believe.
Right.
Came to the University of Delaware as the athletic director and got the rights to use that helmet.
Wow, that's awesome.
There's a little bit of trivia for you.
That's awesome.
Thanks
you
a
gotta
lot,
be
guys.
impressed. You gotta be impressed. I knew that.
RB, every time I talk to you,
I appreciate it, brother. Stu Brown, head coach of the Mid-Hill Post 4059 American Legion baseball team. Appreciate having him on every time we go. Throw it to you, Dan. Get us into a little break.
Well, we want to remind everybody to join us Super Bowl Sunday right here at the Kilt from 3 to 6 for some awesome prizes, food and drink specials, and tons of giveaways. Come and have a brew with a view at the Kilt. Also tonight we got 50-50 going on. You see your server, buy a ticket for $1. They're only $1 a piece. Buy as many as you like. We'll draw at the end of the show, and the winner gets half the pot. So if it's a $100 pot, the winner gets $50, all off $1. You don't even need to be here to win. We'll call you and tell you if you won, and you can either stick around and pick it up tonight, or come and pick it up Sunday or Thursday if you'd like to. But just a reminder, everyday specials include 250 14-ounce Bud Lights or Yuenglings, and 250 Miller Lite bottles, $5 Crown Royal, or 20-ounce Guinness. That's every day here at the Kilt. Vista Outdoor Living. Vista Outdoor Living is a hardscape landscape company that builds barbecue pits, fire pits, outdoor dream kitchens, retaining walls, paver patios, decks, screened-in porches, and much, much more. Whatever you want in your yard, front or back, Vista Outdoor Living can make it happen. They handle all the installation from gas to electric in just one call, and they'll do it all. Call Vista Outdoor Living at 704-903-6660 or go to their website at www.vistaoutdoors.com. That's all one word, Vista Outdoors. Great Clips. Give them a call at 1-800-GREAT CLIPS to find one of the over 30 salons in Charlotte, at least the nearest one to you. And they're partnered with Junior Motorsports for the 2013 NASCAR Nationwide Series featuring Casey Kane, Brad Sweet, Regan Smith, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. So don't just get a cut, get a haircut at Great Clips. Also, TPC Piper Glen, located at 4300 Piper Glen Drive. They feature an 18-hole championship-style golf course, lavish restaurant and clubhouse facilities, top-flight practice area, Olympic-style pool, 8 clay tennis courts for your interest of tennis, and they also have lessons and top-of-the-line equipment on site. So get a closer look at piperglen.com or give them a call at 704-846-1212 and schedule your tee time today. Mountain Khakis. Rugged, authentic, reliable, timeless. What started as a casual conversation at the Shady Lady Saloon in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, has become a top-performing, mountain-inspired lifestyle apparel brand. Established in 2003, Mountain Khakis quickly became a staple in the wardrobe of everyone from ranch hands to golf pros. Those of us who travel by jet, as well as those of us who travel by thumb. The Mountain Khakis brand story continues to resonate as it connects to the enthusiast who believes that freedom and rugged adventure is a way of life. Just go to mountainkhakis.com to see all that's available.
So I was just thinking about some of the stories that are out there that aren't necessarily directly sports related, like Beyonce lip syncing. What are you talking about?
Harbaugh, brother versus brother.
That's sports.
You don't want to beat that into the ground.
But so Beyonce lip syncing. Not she's doing the halftime show, but that was at the inaugural.
Is there a bet whether it'll be sung or if it'll be?
Yes, I'm sure there is actually. And apparently she has this big diva list of things she insists upon having. Apparently when she was on the NFL Network earlier today, she wore a skirt that was about the size of a bev nap, which would be a beverage napkin for those of you who are not in the know. But so that's a little bit on the sports side, but not really sports. And any other crazy stories that are out there that
the one we were talking about that was a total farce on Facebook or whatever.
The Cam Newton story.
Cam breaking both his legs. Horrible putt accident.
You know, it's pretty sad what people will do to entertain themselves anymore. It's Frank Garcia was saying today that he actually saw that story. He was doing a live event last night and he saw the story, and apparently he immediately went to his phone worried that was true, and he's of course going, oh my gosh, there's no way, this is horrible, blah blah blah. And then everybody came back to him saying, you're so dumb, I can't believe you fell for it, blah blah. Well, I mean, what? I mean, why? I'm a trusting person. I mean, my first inclination is to believe what you say. I'm sorry, unless you give me a reason not to trust you. If you come out and say that my franchise quarterback was in a car accident and broke both of his legs, I mean, that's not completely far-fetched. You know, it could have happened. Thank heavens it didn't. But what is wrong with people these days? I feel like people are sitting in their mom's basements and just getting bored.
No, and the thing is, I kind of remember one of my history teachers back in school taught me, it's like, believe about 10% of what you see on TV and only about 5% of what you read. So I can only imagine that it's probably 1% from what you see on Facebook.
I believe nothing.
And like it.
I believe nothing, and then it makes life easier.
I think it's from smoking all that marijuana back in the 60s. How long does this stuff stay in the system anyway?
Only 2 days. Only 2 days.
I don't know, that's where I was born.
Brooks sounds a man.
That's alright, there's stuff you can take to get rid of it.
Wait a second, that's not a familiar voice. We need to introduce, who was that man who just talked? You need to tell people who you are.
My name is Hill Hammer with Vista Outdoors.
Gotcha. We got a new guest in here.
Yes.
Hopefully a friend of the show.
A really refreshing new guest. Somebody fun to talk to. Yeah, I heard. Don't even start it.
What?
Oh, get her started.
Well,
oh no,
I'm
get
sorry,
her started.
we're not a basketball school.
I know. You're not really a football school either.